Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have an exciting video lined up for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel.
A function is a block of code that performs a specific task. Suppose you need to create a program to register user on website and send the verification email. Okay, you can create two functions to solve this problem. First, you have to create a register user function. Second, you have to create a send verification mail function. Okay, dividing a complex problem into smaller chunks makes our program easy to understand and reuse, right? So there are two benefits of using function. First is increasing code readability and increase code reusability. Now let's see what are simple rules to define a function in Python. First rule is function block begin with the keyword def followed by the function name and parentheses. Okay, so what is the example? Let's see. Function def function test parenthesis and colon print test function. So this is the definition of function. This is a function name and this is the parenthesis where we take inputs from user, and here we have the colon. Okay, let's run it. You see nothing is printed because we have just defined a function. We have not called the function. Okay, how to call it? We say function test parenthesis, just run the program. You see the message is printed. Now see the second point. Any input parameters or arguments should be placed within this parenthesis. If you want to take parameter from here, you can take inputs. Okay, so we will talk on this later on. Third one is the first statement of a function can be an optional statement, the documentation string of the function or doc string. Okay, what does it mean? It means like whenever you take first argument, it can be optional, right? We can define any value, it can be optional. The fourth point is the code block within every function start with a colon. That is the colon. This is the one. Okay. Fifth one, the statement returns exit a function optionally passing back an expression to the caller. A return statement with no argument is the same as return none. Okay. If let's say either a function can return something, let's say 1, okay, it will work, right? So let's return something like anything we can. Let's say we return 1 and we have taken this return value into some variable, and then we will try to print return value. This is the integer. Okay, there was some issue with indentation, you see. So we returned 1 from function and then we printed this 1 value returned by this function onto the console. You see it is printed. Now let's see Python function arguments. We have following 4 type of function argument. First one is default argument. Okay, so what default argument does? A default argument is a parameter that assumes a default value if a value is not provided in the function call for that argument. Okay, how it works? Let's see. I have a, let's say the above function. Let me take get employee details. Okay, so this is my function. What I am taking employee ID. If I take, let's say 4 or let's say 0, so it will take, let me return employee ID. Okay, if I want to print get employee details, if I do not provide anything here, I pass on a string. So what we are doing here, we are actually calling this method and we are printing what value it is returning. Okay, so we have then converted this numeric ID into the string, then only it will be printed, otherwise we will have syntax error, runtime error we will have. Okay, so let's run the program. Okay, you see first employee ID is printed, then it printed 0. Okay, so what was, now you see, so we have defined a new function that can be used multiple time, that can be called multiple time. The first time we have called here. Okay, this time we have not passed anything in this method as an argument, we have not passed anything, then it takes 0 value as an default argument. Okay, let me call it once again, and this time I will be passing some argument. Let's say I am providing some employee ID to this, let's say it is 1100. Okay, when you run this program, so it will print 1100 because this time we are passing the value into this method. Okay, but in first case we have not provided anything, by default it took 0 as a employee ID. Okay, is it clear? Now let's see what is keyword arguments and name arguments. You have seen here we have specified argument name. Okay, you could also pass like E. Okay, you can also pass like this E. Okay, it will work as it is. Okay, so you can define like employee ID equals to 0. Okay, so once caller, let's say, is try to call, so you see, so the IntelliSense comes in, right? Employee ID. So caller is making sure whether they are passing the correct value to the correct argument. Okay, or you can do like 67. That way even you can do. Okay, you see, it is readable because we are saying the employee ID is 67 to this method this time. Let's click. You see 67 is printed, it is returned and it is printed from here. Okay, or even you could say EMP ID, you could say that would be string, and you can even print like this. Okay, this is the same thing. This is more readable because here you are saying this is employee ID you are getting from this method. Okay, then you are printing it. Alright, so this is keyword argument. Now let's see the third type of function arguments, that is positional arguments. So how to do it, let's see. So this is the method, we can use this method. So here we have employee name. Okay, so we are removing the default value of this ID. Okay, right. So if we print this one, so it will still print. Oh, because the first argument was optional argument, here we have used only the blank function, that's why the error came. We need to pass something. Okay, either we need to pass some one, then let's say Ravi. Okay, now it will work. Now it will work. You see, first two. Okay, we have printed or returned employee ID 1 and 12 twice. Okay, that is fine. Here the point is positional argument. Let's say I'm calling this method and I'm passing the wrong argument here. Okay, so let me make the string type at first place, then I am passing second. Okay, so will it print? Yes, it will print, but at the first position as a argument in the method, that is employee ID, but at the time when you call this function, you are passing value as a name of the employee, so it is wrong, right? So positional parameter is something that programmer has to take care always, passing the argument to the function. We were expecting the employee ID, but instead of employee ID, by mistake programmer passed the name of the employee, but the interpreter accepted the arguments. Okay, so we have to always take care while assigning the value at the time when we call the function, it should be correct. Okay, let's see fourth type of function arguments, that is arbitrary arguments. Okay, what is that? There is two type of category, that is the asterisk arguments and then asterisk kw arguments. Let's see. I have the same method. This time I'll take 1. Okay, and I'm saying asterisk, then we are removing. Okay, we have to make this indented. Let's try to execute this function. Let me say employee name, that is again Ravi. Okay, then I am saying the mobile number. Okay, so it will return, right? Because what we are saying here, we are saying this is the output. We are saying first should be treated as a name, second should be treated as a mobile number, because it will consider this type of argument as a tuple, right? Whatever we will be passing here, let's say, let me take Ravi @ let's say gmail.com, it will accept this argument as a part of tuple. Okay, let's see. You see, all three parameters which we have passed here are printed here on the console. Okay, so let's see next type of arguments. Okay, this is double asterisk kw args arguments, that is called. Okay, how to do it? This is, let's say, we have used step new function, and we are saying again let's get employee details. Okay, we are saying double asterisk employee, that is my argument name. I'm saying colon. You remember it uses the dictionary. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to use for, then we have to say key, then we have to say value, right, in employee. Okay, this is one thing. Dot, we have to take its all items this way. Okay, then we are saying print, then the key and the value. Okay, we are saying key and its value, right? That way we can even say we have to convert this as a string. Okay, now let's call the function get employee. Okay, let's see what is get employee. Okay, here we are passing employee name equals to Ravi, age equals to 60. Okay, okay, that's good. Let's run it. You see, the employee name is printed as Ravi and the age is printed as 56. You could see the advantage of this double asterisk arguments. We can pass on the complete object and that would be treated as a dictionary key value pair. Okay, now let's see what is Python library functions. Okay, there are two type of function. One is inbuilt functions, inbuilt Python library function. Second is user defined function. User defined function we have already seen. These are called user defined function that we are making. That we will see one import keyword here. Okay, don't worry, I will explain import keyword as well. Math class. So what we will do, we will do power CPU W. Let me take 3,2. Okay, then I print power str. I convert this number into a string to print. Let's run it. Okay, you see it is 9. Okay, if you see like 2,3, then what it will return? It will return 8. You see, these are the inbuilt function in the Python libraries we have just used. We don't need to create our own method to calculate power of any number. So this is inbuilt in the library. We can easily use. We have to just import the library and then we can use these functions. Okay.
That brings us to the end of today's video. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on all things tech related. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video.